Dun, 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 dun. It's Doe Branch Park. We are back for another KOM attempt. My name is Sean McAfee. I run the DFW Summer Series, Winter Series, and Spring Series, as well as Rudolph's Revenge here in Dallas, Texas. Today I'm out for a PR attempt, or a KOM attempt, on my local trail. This is Doe Branch Park in Little Elm, Texas. It's not an official mountain bike trail, not even an official park as far as I know. Maybe it is because it is on Google Maps. But it's land owned by the Army Corps of Engineers. You can see there's a little fence back there that segments off the boat dock and the parking lot from this wonderful little hiking trail. The trail itself is 1.79 miles, so pretty short, really, really quick. It's got maybe 100 feet of elevation gain. I think that's probably being pretty generous because it's a very, very, very flat course. There is not a whole lot to this. What you see here is about what you get. And because it is owned by the Army Corps of Engineers and it is not an official mountain bike trail, it is very rarely maintained. Typically the maintenance is done by me, myself, and I with my little 20-inch homeowner's mower and a weed eater. Right now this video was done like late May, early June 2023, and so far in 2023 I have not been out one time to maintain or mow this vegetation down. So it's pretty high. There's going to be a section a little bit further on where you can see that things are very overgrown. You can't even really tell where the trail goes, but luckily, since I am the one who typically does all the maintenance and know this so well, I know exactly where to turn. Just behind, right there, you can see a little park bench and a small kiosk that I think was intended to be a trail map, or perhaps just like one of those little FYI kind of kiosks that tells you more about the trees or some of the property or something like that. But it was never finished. They installed these park benches and they installed those kiosks, or started installing them, roughly 2.5 to 3 years ago, and they never finished. The Army Corps of Engineers just kind of left it as a never finished project. This park has beautiful views of Lake Louisville. It's on the opposite side of the lake from the Little Elm Beach, and me and the family have gone swimming over here frequently because it's only about 3 miles away from the house. It's just a super awesome spot. I love it here at Doe Branch. I enjoy riding my bike out there. It's very fast, very, very fast. I've got my single speed mountain bike on this run. It is geared specifically to try to set a new KOM on this trail. I currently hold the KOM whenever I set out on this ride, but I wanted to break that record before 24 hours in the canyon. And definitely did. I smashed that KOM by almost a full minute. The previous KOM when I started was April 20th of 2023, and that was 7 minutes and 49 seconds, an average of 13.7 miles per hour. On this run right here, geared as a 3416 on my single speed. I did the whole 1.79 mile trail in 6 minutes 55 for a 15.5 mile per hour average. We were cooking, and it was rolling really fast. Get to see a lot of wildlife out here at Doe Branch Park. It is in fact named for all of the does that you see out here. There are a ton of them. It's like a little wildlife sanctuary down on the tip next to the lake. And I probably, if I ride this thing 1 to 2 times a week, I probably see a deer out there 50% of the time or better. It's almost has as good of a sighting ratio as Isle de Bois State Park up on Lake Ray Roberts. I see these things constantly out there. Just a really pretty park. this is a nice little tight section here. There's just not a whole lot to Doe Branch other than being fast and open. I need to get out there with a mower and mow everything down. We've got all of the cool season weeds that you see here that are grown up, about to die off, and I need to get those cut down before the summer grasses and weeds start sprouting and they really start taking over. That's going to happen really shortly here, so I should probably go out and do some mowing, but I don't have all that much free time at the moment, so I'm not going to do that right now. Plus, it's hard to mow in the dark, but it's a lot easier to put one of these videos together when it's dark outside. So there's a nice little swimming area right here. You can see that. Me and the family go swimming there every summer. Lake Louisville is pretty nice. They had intended, I think, to have a little boat launch, not a boat launch, but a boat, kayak parking slip or something like that right there. Because they'd put up another park bench kiosk and all that other stuff right back to that spot. And then, of course, never finished it. This whole trail was actually created by off-road vehicles. Before they put in the fencing that blocked off the boat ramp in the parking lot, there was no fencing, and we had Jeeps, we had off-road vehicles and dirt bikes that were constantly back here, and they rutted in a lot of this trail. Obviously not the stuff through the tighter trees. I cut that. But the majority of the trail, the stuff that we see right here, it used to be double-track Jeep road that was done by those off-roaders. Fortunately, the trail is in a lot better shape now than it used to be back then. It drains water extremely well and stays dry through a lot of the wet conditions. The one bad thing about this whole park, and you'll see it right up here, is there's a lot of dumping. People just dump all sorts of garbage all over the place. There was a toilet in those trees for, I feel like, a year and a half. Just somebody just dumped an old toilet, and it's set in the trees right there next to that gate for over a year. But what are you gonna do? People are gonna be people, and some of them are jerks. But Doe Branch, as long as we can continue to keep it clean and it doesn't get bought by some property development company to put in apartments or a restaurant or some kind of garbage like that, it'd be a really awesome place, honestly, for a restaurant right there off the lake. But I think, as far as I know, that's going to stay Army Corps of Engineers property for basically eternity. And that's pretty fortunate because I love getting to ride this awesome little park. That's my KOM attempt. I did break my KOM, and by almost a full minute. Went from a KOM of 7 minutes 49 seconds to 6 minutes and 55 seconds. So that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe. We will have more mountain biking goodness at some point in the future.